Are you a high school student? Better yet, are you a rising freshman or currently have a running for top class rank? If so, this might just be the ultimate guide to how you can become your school's valedictorian, just like Mr. P myself. For more content on advanced placement, high school strategies, and college prep, make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Before you can win the game of getting maximum GPA, hold, that's enough. Anyway, before you can win the game of getting maximum GPA, you need to know how it's played. Every school has its own ranking system, be it weighted GPA, unweighted GPA, or some combo of both. So step one would be to learn the valedictorian criteria at your school. And that could include how the weighted classes actually work, the GPA cutoffs, the tiebreakers, yes, they can exist, and other factors. And each school has different policies and approaches to becoming the valedictorian, but one aspect is always crucial. Get the highest grades possible in every course you take. And weighted classes simply mean you can get a handful of additional points on top of your semester average based on the rigor of the course you take. Now, at my school, that included honors, AP classes, and dual enrollment classes. They would add plus 7 points to your average and determine your weighted grade for a semester. However, check specific details with your respective school. Now, for GPA cutoffs, well, if I got something like 94.49, that would be 94 on the official transcript for my school. Now, 94.5? Now that becomes 95. So you just want to pay attention to how the rounding system works at your school. For tiebreakers, my school didn't have any. In fact, one year we had a tie and had two salutatorians in graduating class since they tied to 3 decimal places, which is statistically insane. But do make sure you check with your school. And although rare, sometimes it's not purely about the GPA. On our official Discord server, some have mentioned their school also looks at extracurriculars when determining the valedictorian. So just something to keep in mind. Again, figure out the rules. This is not a checkers match, but a 4-year-long chess game. Next, you want to take the most rigorous course load at your school. We're talking honors, AP, IB, dual enrollment, whatever gives you that sweet GPA boost at your school. But don't overload blindly. You want weighted GPA and A's. For example, AP Calculus BC if you like math, good. AP Physics C as you're still wondering what force is, bad. Instead, take AP Physics 1 and then Physics C to boost your GPA. 2 A's are better than 1 C. Choose courses you can excel in. Every class should be a calculated risk. Pun intended. My next tip is to become obsessed with your grades. Now, this includes turning on every assignment and advocating for yourself. This can take form by asking for corrections, going to tutoring sessions, emailing teachers, and asking for extra credit if any is offered. Also, study smart, not long, unless you need it to be long. One such method is reviewing your mistakes instead of dismissing them. You're not just doing well, you're going above and beyond. So keep that in mind. Another advice I have for you is to not compare yourself to others. And this might be hard, especially if you like discussing grades with friends or if your school notifies you of your class rank on a semester basis. You know what they say, comparison is the thief of joy. So do not start criticizing yourself based on others' performances. Stay in your own lane. Instead, I would say compare yourself to yourself. Look at your past performance and try to outperform your former self. That is the path to success. Now, up next, optimize study strategies. Now, I'm not the best to discuss study strategies since my approach was rather disorganized, but there are various ones you can research. Active recall, spaced repetition, Pomodoro technique, Feynman technique, plus more. Find what method suits you, or if you have something that already works for you, keep it up. Last but not least, time management. It is important to balance your responsibilities and objectives. Personally, I would say it is very difficult to maintain strong extracurriculars and a top competing GPA, so my extracurriculars weren't the best. Your primary focus should be your GPA, so go all in. Commit to it. Get a planner like Google Calendar or another tool to track your assignments and deadlines. Get enough sleep, about 8 to 10 hours a day. And for my last word, Precrastinate rather than procrastinate. Knock out assignments the second you get them, not the last second you have with them. Trust me, procrastination is the move. I also do want to mention that there is a degree of luck involved when it comes to winning this noble accomplishment, from variables like class size to teachers that you may or may not get, to personal strengths and weaknesses within the core subjects, to the community that your school comprises. There are just some parts of the competition that you cannot control, and you just have to acknowledge when this title is simply not worth your time and effort. I personally think I just got lucky, but my class size was about 400 students. I got some of the best teachers, in my opinion, for the hardest subjects, and my school was relatively new, as I was part of the first 4-year graduating class, so we were all learning how to perfect our transcripts. And while others excelled in the first or second half of their high school journey, I tried to maintain consistency and grow academically throughout the years, as should you. In conclusion, these are general tips I have for high school students striving to become an icon for their graduating class. Remember, valedictorian is no easy feat, and at the end of the day, grades do not define you. Hopefully, you took something away from this video, and if you did, subscribe to join our community, like the video, and comment if you have any questions whatsoever. I will try my best to answer them and push out another video soon on how I specifically got valedictorian if I see enough support for the video in the comments. Also, please watch my valedictorian speech, which went out earlier in the summer, like June, July. And so please let me know down below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace. I should probably record an outro. If you guys watched this far, comment, oh, I don't know, first, so we can find you in the comments. And if you have any questions whatsoever, be it about valedictorian or just AP classes, you can leave them down below. We'll try our best to answer them. And yeah, if you want to watch my valedictorian speech, the video will be right here. And if you want to watch our other recent video, it will be over here. So yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. See you in the next video.